Hi there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I'm doing an episode with three fragrances today based on samples. These are going to be Decant reviews, and I don't have a full bottle, so I do apologize in the beginning. If you like watching fragrance reviews with full presentation bottles, I don't have that one in this episode, but the three fragrances that I have are gift from one of my very dear brother, Mr. Moin Chisty, bhai. He calls me Dada. You know, Dada means brother. Always, he's a very, very sweet person. One of my biggest support in my work, and he always prays for me. Recent times going through some tough time, he prayed for me. So in my life, I have some really serious well-wishers, and I would say thank you so much, Moin bhai, for all your love. He asked me sort of like for some Decant bottles. I have some Decant page, so I sent him empty bottles, so he sent me back some of his collection, 5 ml juices. Thank you so much, brother. It's very sweet gesture, and he has more fragrance he plans to send me. So if I get those, I'll review. So I have a Police fragrance and a couple of Zara fragrances. Okay, so I'll start with the Police. And I have reviewed this line. Police has few fragrances like the Skull and stuff. I think there are a few other in the line. No, not the Skull is not from the Skull is I think from Ed Hardy. Anyway, so Police has those eagles, sort of like a hawk kind of bird, whole body's bird. I'll leave a link below of my gold one, like Icon Gold, which is all gold bottle. I reviewed that. I used to have that fragrance. Very cool presentation. This looks like amazing collectible bottles, and they're not very expensive. I think $35, $45. So there are 4 in the line. So I'm reviewing today the Police Icon, the original one. It comes with blue juice, and there are also platinum and one more. I think the total 4 in line. So I already have this on the paper. I'll go quickly because I don't have the full bottle to show you, and these are sort of like my bottles back to me. So these are some products I use on my page. So sprayers work fine. I take credit for that. I'm just kidding. So this one, it's a very beautiful, fresh, kind of like a melon, tropical sort of a fragrance. And the fragrance opens up kind of pleasant, you know. To some people, they will find this fragrance like not overwhelming. Okay, what I mean by that, they will not be blown away by this. Okay, some people say, I smelled this DNA before. A little bit of cardamom, a little bit of spices, and the blue vibe, shower gel vibe, and it's beautiful actually. Mandarin orange. I'm sensing those things, and the fragrance make it kind of like a sweet, fresh, spicy, woody kind of an affair. And if you like fragrances like I would say Nautica Voyage, if you like fragrances like what else? I do not think this is a clone of anything. Cannot think of anything in particular, but I think in Fragrantica. Give me a second. Let me grab that bottle quickly. Yeah, sorry, actually just want to show you for reference. I don't think this one actually smells very much like it, but it's the same type. If you want to get the closest thing, I would say Diesel, Only the Brave, like the Fist. They both, like the bottles are both kind of like a very strange sort of bottles. You know, if you are not into the bottle design, you will not find these fragrances that much, you know, interesting. But I like cool bottles. Okay, this is one of my older fragrances in my journey before I started my collection. This was in my, you know, like life, you know, I used to use this a lot. So this is kind of like a sweet leather, you know, freshness, at the same time some sweetness. Let me smell it. I haven't sprayed in some time. Yeah, when I smell it, it's not exactly the same, okay, but the same type. Okay, so what those who suggested, they sort of felt same vibe with it. It's not an exact pinpoint clone. So Police Icon, I would say it's a great fragrance for everyday use. Sorry, still recovering from the cold, so moment I smell perfume, it disturbs my system. Perhaps I should take a little bit more rest. Anyway, I would say when you have this on, the longevity on me, when I tried on my skin, I tried some of it. I felt like it was in the moderate side of, you know, like things. It's not beast mode fragrance by any means. But if you're looking to buy a fragrance with an excellent bottle, like this is the category, and you just started collecting, you don't have that many fragrances, you think that bottle of that eagle or the hawk looks awesome, you can get it for the bottle. I would say the bottle is number one. Most important thing in this fragrance. The presentation is very beautiful, and the price range is $35, $40. So I think you're not going to break your bank. But if your collection is huge, if you have a lot of perfumes in your collection, this fragrance will not get rotation. I can imagine someone's rotation. You know, you will not pick this up every day like, wow, religiously I'm grabbing like the new Iconic or something like 1 Million or La Nuit de l'Homme, which I wear regularly. I will feel this fragrance will be lost in the rotation, but it's a good fragrance, a solid fragrance on its own. It's a solid fragrance. So the smell wise, I will rate it high, but performance a little bit low. So I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. But the bottle, it's 10. Okay, beautiful bottle. So This is called Police Icon, the first one. So we'll move to the second one. See, we have two Zaras. Okay, I don't know, Zara fragrance are sort of like they're released every year, and I think they get discontinued immediately. So they re-release rather afterwards with the same name, different bottles. They do that a lot. They reformulate. So they have some fragrance which are very, very good. Aventus clones. They have some Dior Homme Sport and Cologne clones. Sadly, some of them are just like gone. I think this next fragrance is called Zara Night. This name is quite long. Zara Night Purom II Sport. Okay, I'll write down the names and I'll leave the link below of Fragrantica. Don't worry. And this fragrance is quite nice as well. This is beautiful. This is let's pray. Okay, so this fragrance here right now, it's spicy. It's spicy, fresh, sweet. Again, kind of on the fresh territory. So something fresh for the nighttime, I guess, something sporty. So what does it remind me of? Okay, here's a story I'll tell you. When I lived in Malaysia back in the days, like from the 90s all the way to 2016, where we used to live, we used to have a view of this college called TAR College. Okay, TAR, T-A-R. So Tunku Abdul Rahman College. So they used to have this nice campus, and they have a little bit on the higher land. They have a basketball court. Okay, we can see from far from our condo, 13th floor. We could see kids used to play daytime, or nighttime. So nighttime they used to have the lights on, and they used to play basketball. Girls, guys, mostly Chinese students there at TAR College. And I think this is a fragrance. If you ask me, like nighttime sport, indoor sports perhaps, where there's a lot of lights involved, you can put this on. After shower, it will be good fragrance. Just give me one quick second, sorry. I just remember I had some ice cream yesterday. Bad idea, sorry. So yeah, it's a fragrance you can refresh yourself after shower, after the game, after futsal, after football, or something you play sport. This fragrance, it's actually something similar to Givenchy Gentleman, only if you know that DNA, kind of like an ozonic, fresh, fruity, again, like oceanic. And this is that fragrance, a little bit of hint of sweetness and mild spices in the opening, maybe pink pepper or something. So this fragrance, I would say it's a good fragrance, solid fragrance from Zara. The bottle I saw, Zara Night Purom II Sport, if that's the bottle, the transparent, it's not very inspiring. But Zara fragrances are not very expensive as well. But if they're discontinued, I've seen this fragrance is when they get some popularity. People look for those vintage bottles. So they become like $50, okay? Suddenly from $20 to $50. I think these used to be like $25 only, right? So for the price, I would say it's a good fragrance, but not unique enough. So I'll give this fragrance overall 7.5 out of 10. So now, I'm sorry, I'll finish it quickly. Next one and the last one is again Zara fragrance. It's called Blue Spirit, and here's the bottle. Once again, all the same bottle. I test run this on my skin, all three. I wore all three on a couple of days, and I was like looking for performance. None of the fragrance actually performed that beast mode, but then the smells, well, they are nice. This is actually pretty nice. The bottle is pretty okay. This blue bottle, I think, if that's the bottle, because they have same name, same different fragrances. Juice color is, I think, a little bit blue. So Zara Blue Spirit, this is a freshie. When you hear the name Blue Spirit, it's again blue, category is blue. So blue skies, a little bit of Invictus DNA I am detecting. It's a fruity, aquatic, a little bit of a sage and bay leaf, that kind of, Invictus, what Invictus offers. There's a bit of sweetness, but it doesn't perform quite like Invictus, okay? For me, it was like 3.5 hour total longevity. So apart from longevity, these fragrances are all solid, they are familiar, So uniqueness is missing here. But I would say this is good fragrance to wear daytime, summer, the same place where we wear Invictus. This is a clone of Invictus, I think, okay? But there are tons of Invictus clones. If you already own Invictus, this will be redundant, okay? But if you get a good deal, buy one, get one, or some sales going on, this fragrance are worth picking up. The Zara Blue Spirit, I'll give this fragrance, let's give it like a 7, okay? 7 out of 10, because I cannot give it more than 7 because the performance, category, it's a little bit moderate, okay? So that's the review of 3 fragrances, and I think hopefully you will try them out if they're available. If they're not, just the review would be here, so this product actually existed. Take care. Thank you so much, Moin Chisty Dada, for your generous bottles. I'll try to do more reviews. I have bottles from people. I feel guilty. I got sick for 1 week, and man, weather changes, our this pollution, everything, it's inevitable. No matter, even if I stay indoors, everybody in Bangladesh falling sick, children, grown-ups. The new cold variant, as winter is finishing, it's something like very close to COVID symptoms, so it's not really nice. It's very painful for people. They're taking a lot of antibiotics and stuff. So we are suffering, but as the summer approaches, I think it will be, a lot of things will be resolved. So that's it. But I feel guilty. A lot of people, a lot of my friends, they gave me their bottles, they're laying there. I'll try to finish them one by one. There are a lot of fragrances, but I'll try to finish. Okay. So do apologize to my friends for making you wait. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.